Hi, my name's Rudy. My pronouns are he, him.
Hi, my name's Hannah. My pronouns are she, her. And we're Rainbow History class. So I'm the writer and researcher behind the videos.
And I host the videos and the lessons, among other things. And so, yeah.
That's us.
Yeah.
We're so excited to speak to you.
Yeah.
Yes, my name's Robbie and I'm she, her, or any other hey you. I answer to a lot of things and I'm just retired.
Beautiful.
Enjoying it.
Yeah. Filling up your time with a lot of hobbies at the moment, or?
Yes, I used to race motor car and I've just finished an E-Type Jaguar racing car, except that cams have mucked me around with the specs on it.
Oh no.
So I threw a spitty hissy and put it away.
Oh, so you're not driving it at the moment?
No.
You're just waiting to calm down? Yeah.
No, they're just cranky old men with egos that are far too big.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Hopefully you can pick it up.
There's a few of them around.
Yeah.
A lot.
Oh, wow.
You must have met a few cranky old men working in the Air Force.
Absolutely. I worked hard, being dyslexic. I worked hard on pilot's course. Once you got to the squadron level, big egos and big T people, yeah, it was pretty hard. So I was never totally, I was happy in the cockpit. That was my escape from the world. But, you know, around the mess and in the squadron level, I found it pretty hard.
So you finished up your time in the Air Force.
Yep.
And then what did you do after that?
I flew a night freight operator for about 10 years, and then there was that pilot's dispute. So I went to Malaysian Airlines for 10, 11 years. And that was a real, you know, gender dysphoria, it just nibbles at your soul all the time. And of course, in Malaysia, there's no place to go. So I had a total breakdown. I was in and out of hospital for about 18 months.
How old were you at this point?
About 50, I think.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Round about, yeah.
Maybe a bit younger. And I can remember my last flight, it was Sandaka to Kota-Kinabalu, and the co-pilot stayed in the cockpit. It was at night, and I just did a walk around. We loaded, and I knew I was finished, so I strapped in, and my head just fell onto the control column, and I thought, I'm stuffed. I never flew again. That was it. I flew back.
Yeah.
You're not still in Kota-Kinabalu.
Wow. And so after that, it was like a turning point, obviously because you'd lost your passion for flying, right? Because of what was going on. Or?
Look, I enjoyed flying, but I enjoyed flying because it was escape, my own little world. You know, there you are. So the world's outside.
Very far away.
Far away. Yeah. So escapism, I guess. So I sometimes look back on my life and think all I did was avoid life.
So you were succeeding in the areas that you were interested in.
Yeah.
But you felt like that success was also hindering your comfortability in what you enjoyed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. I always, and that's, you know, I can remember talking to Syke and he said to me, there must have been times when you just went along in life. Gender dysphoria doesn't ever go away. It's always there. And my feeling, you know, when he asked me to describe my life, I just said a struggle, because that's all it has been. And when I hear about young people with gender dysphoria, I can't help but think I really, really, really hope that comes from here, you know, and here. Because no matter what, it's still a struggle for your life. You know, that's my feeling. You know, you're always struggling to fit in and be accepted for what or who you are.
do you think that it has improved?
I do.
Yep. How do you think about that?
Well, it makes me so happy to hear that it's improved for you.
Yeah.
That fills me with happiness and joy. I had a really strange experience.
Yep.
I basically, I've had a struggle with hormone therapy. It hasn't actually worked that well for me, and I don't know whether it's worked like scientifically, medically. I don't know whether it's that or whether I was just so feminine that, you know, A to B is never going to be like, so, you know what I mean? So I don't know whether it's that or the other. That aside, I started taking testosterone, and then just leading up to getting top surgery, which I got in 2020, in like the peak of the first thing. And COVID, yeah.
Just
I really didn't want to, I didn't want to say it.
That awful word.
Yeah, sorry. I thought throwing a peace sign. Yeah, it's going to be. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, COVID. So leading up to getting top surgery, my dysphoria got the worst it's ever been. Like worse than when I decided not to come out at 15 and then waited till I was 23. Like, just the whole thing worse. Just really bad. And then after I got surgery, honestly, it didn't improve. And it's gotten better and then it's gotten worse. It's gotten better in certain ways and then it's gotten worse in other ways. And I'm still yet to sort of see how the land lies because I think I'm still going through my transition, even though I've transitioned socially and medically for all intent and purposes. Yes. I think in my head, I'm just coming to terms with like, what does it mean to be trans? So I think, yeah, I mean, it
is hard work though. Trans is hard, and I feel for anyone that's transgender. I really, really do. And it's still a struggle. So I think, I really hope you find a spot there. I guess you keep a level on your hormone levels and.
Yeah, everything is like in the range.
Right, yep.
Yeah, everything. I'm completely healthy and all of that. I don't know. I think just like, I mean, I don't look back on old photos or recordings of myself, but when I have, that's when I kind of go, wow, my voice was really high. And if I think this is high, then like I should really listen to the recordings more often because I think you just lose grip on like what was before and what was after, right? And then I think it is almost helpful to look back, and that's why I like, you know, when we look into like trans history with Rainbow History class, I think that's like turning into one of my big passions because I think that it's incredible that, you know, much like a lot of other things in culture, being trans and gender diverse has been found in almost every single culture across every single point in time from the day we started recording things to now. So that just,
Right now I'm writing the book for Rainbow History class. I've just finished going through the chapter on the 1920s, all the work of Magnus Hirschfeld and the Institute for Sexual Science, and just the amount of research that they were doing then into, they'd already got ideas that gender was a spectrum. They had understood for the first time that sexuality and gender identity were completely different things. And they'd done brilliant work. And then, of course, when the Nazis rose and burnt it all, it's just phenomenal to think that only now, you know, the medical industry beginning to kind of look look at where they were looking before and start, you know, similar things. It just shows us that we've been more progressed before we went backwards, and now we're just starting to do it again and understand so much. Kind of what age were you when you, like, did you kind of, I guess, realize that there was a word, an identity, a kind of community of people like yourself?
You know, I was going to the Northside Clinic and the doctors there are great. And, you know, I was still having trouble and my psych actually said join up with a group. And to find out so many people with the same struggles that have struggled all their life. That really helped. You know, it's like family in the end. So that's helped a lot, which is why if I can give back, you know, doing all these clothing swaps and that program was all about, you know, trying to help other people not to go through that awful, lonesome journey.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just like, just trying to take on board, I guess, you know, thinking about even just a small amount that you've shared, which thank you for doing so. Like, I mean, I feel my experience has been very different. I've had a very positive experience being trans. I mean, that sounds contradictory, I suppose, because I realised I was trans at 14 or 15, but then I didn't come out because I was an athlete, was playing a lot of sport until I was 22. And even with that, you know, a long time sort of just repressing it, I still feel like my experience has been positive. So, you know, I think it's really important that we share the good things and the struggles, because I think it just sort of fills in the picture, and it just obviously, and of course you meeting all of these people and sharing, you too would have seen that like some people have vastly different experiences, even though at the core and the foundation you share the same identity, like and it's just great that we can share the stories and fill in the blanks that have been made because of what we've had to grow up with.
That's right.
Yeah.
There will always be those areas, you know, your hormones go up and down, where you're feeling pretty flat. And of course, when I'm feeling pretty flat, I turn on myself, you know, my self-esteem takes a big dive, and I think most people that does happen.
Yeah, I feel genuinely very thankful that we've been able to talk to you and ask a lot of questions, Robbie. And I just appreciate you being so open to sharing your experience, even though there has been obviously some very hard points in your life. I'm just, very filled with happiness that, you know, we can have these conversations and that we can keep learning from each other. It's really important to me. So I'm very thankful.
And yeah, I'm so thankful that, you know, conversations like these are, you know, help us keep history going and keep us connected. And we're so grateful for, you know, you and the people that you know and that helped you in those parks, for everything that you've done, and just for, you know, moving through the world and showing other young people that they can, you know, be who they are as well.
And it's been nice to meet you too. Very nice people. It's been nice.
Thank you.